I actually wrote it down that's my original letter. In 1945, January 31st, just after 2 weeks, we got out from the ghetto. I wrote this letter. You see, it's all faded and worn. I wrote this to my husband to tell him what happened, but he never received that because he was shot at that time. And since then, I translated this letter into English, and I gave the title A Letter from the Past. And once it was published in a Neuberger booklet, and it was published in Hungarian in the Hungarian Jewish newspaper called Memoir. And one time when my grandson was in grade 4 in the Hebrew Associated School, and then the teacher asked the children if there is anybody's grandparents who have something written down or can say something about on the Holocaust week. Then, of course, my grandson told the teacher that I have something. And then I was asked to go to the school, not to read, but to tell about those things, which first I told the teacher that I am not that good in English and I can't speak in front of other people. But the teacher said they are only children, 10 years old, and all you have to do to think back and tell what happened. So finally I said yes. I took a tranquilizer to calm me down and went to the school. When I started to talk, time to time I asked them if you understand me, and they all said yes. And later my grandson said that, "Mama, it was so quiet, never ever was the class so quiet when you talked." And later came some children to ask questions. They were childish questions like, did you meet Hitler? You were shot. Did your baby cry? You still have the yellow star. But one little girl asked me, do you think it could happen again? And then I told her, I don't think so. That's why you have to know what happened. That's why we have to tell. Because we're running out of time. We don't have much more years to tell.